I am the guy that like people will say like, well, buying a house is directly at odds with your values as a socialist. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because people have already made up their minds on it.
Right.
So they're just like, no, this guy's a real socialist. We made it up. And also, that's why he did this, because he's a real socialist.
Let's bring in trial attorney Mercedes Colwin with us. Look, this is someone between what you're hearing him say right there, manifesto, messages left on these bullets. Right. I mean, this is someone on a mission, it appears. He is the alleged killer in this case. We have to be very clear about that.
Akabidi, think of the 20 gifted.
Extradition hearing here, but I just wonder what you think of a moment like that as you see it, knowing the evidence that police say they have on this person.
Brianna, it's very disturbing, and those types of outbursts will certainly be evaluated by his defense team because that's just not normal. I mean, we've already had reports that he has been very strange since over the summer, that he has become reclusive. This man,
yeah, they're
Luigi's cooking up the insanity defense.
No, I think Reagan's bunk.
No, he's going Uncle Junior, dude.
Reagan's bunk made in hell. No, I think what they're trying to do is like the media narrative is going to be like, oh, he wasn't coherent in his acts, so that they can like disparage the action itself to like cut away at the propaganda that comes off of this story.
Right.
They're
Only
doing,
an insane person would want to kill a healthcare
They're doing
CEO.
two different methods. One is saying he's like a socialist, when it like very clearly he's not, right? Not that it fucking matters to me, obviously, but like they're basically trying to present him as like an insane left winger,
right?
In an effort to get like people to cling on to this narrative so that they will feel embarrassed to support him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it is, but it's not really
this could
working.
be in Luigi's favor, though. I'm telling you, he does the Uncle Junior defense. He says he's fucking crazy, and he's on house arrest.
Yeah.
Manifesto is these rantings and ravings of an individual that obviously has some aberrant thoughts in his mind, and that's why he put it down on paper. So all of that is certainly very disturbing. The defense is going to have to evaluate whether this is an individual that really will even understand the charges. I mean, they may, depending on how aberrant his thoughts are, he has to be able to understand the process.
Yeah, he's insane.
He doesn't understand it. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, he's this killer is disturbing. He's insane, guys. Please,
he
stop.
put it together. He made the plan.
Yeah, no, they're like, stop cheering him on, please. This is very scary for us. Can you please stop cheering him
scared.
on? Yeah,
I don't feel fucking scared. I haven't denied people's claims. I haven't fucking forced people to go bankrupt because their aunt got cancer.
No. Yeah, if you feel resentment towards the for-profit healthcare insurance industry, you're just as insane as this guy.
And the proceedings, even at this stage, and if there's some indication that he isn't able to do so, there might have to be some psychological evaluation, and then that will be reported back to the judge, and the judge will make the ultimate ruling as to whether or not to proceed.
Yeah, notice how early on they said it could be a hitman because it was such a professionally.
Yeah. Well, they were covering their bases
hit.
because they're so bad at being fucking cops.
Yeah.
That was the NYPD being like, oh, I mean, this guy's fucking John Wick. It's not our fault.
This is the greatest assassin of all time. Yeah. Yeah, once they caught him, they're like, he sucks. He's stupid. He's mentally ill and also a leftist. He's a card carrier. He was at the DSA meeting right before he did the shooting. That's how you know he wasn't a socialist, dude. He wasn't fucking sitting around reading books and being fucking annoying.
He said it himself. I'm not doing all the research.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking cleaning my gun and letting it fucking talk for me.
Yeah, he's like
I respect that.
He wasn't doing land acknowledgments.
No, dude, not at all.
Proceed with the proceeding, but this type of outburst is definitely very disturbing.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You saw officers shuffling him in as quickly as possible.
The pictures are
I'm
so
wondering,
funny.
Mercedes, as you're talking about the suspect here having a grasp of what the proceedings are going to be like, what actually happens at an extradition hearing?
There has to be an establishment by the demanding state. Demanding state is New York. The asylum state is Pennsylvania. So the demanding state, that New York has to establish to law enforcement that this is the individual that was the alleged shooter of Brian Thompson. So they'll have to go through the evidence that we've already described, the manifesto, the ghost gun,
Mercedes,
the images that we saw, even the eyewitness.
Trying her best.
They may even bring in some of the eyewitness who was discovered. The officer the arresting officer in Pennsylvania will come forward and talk about the exchange that he had with Mangione. It's already been reported that that arresting officer, when asked Mangione, the first words out of his mouth, it's been reported, he asked Mangione, were you in New York? And certainly Mangione, at least this officer, claims that he was very nervous when asked that question. So there will be testimony, there will be evidence, but Mangione can waive it. I mean, depending on whether he waives it, it doesn't sound, to Brianna's point, it doesn't sound like he may waive the hearing. And if he does waive the hearing, then he will be extradited without any further process. It doesn't sound like that's going to happen. It will have to be. It certainly sounds like there will be this
Tom
process
Dickey's not
with
letting
witnesses and
that
evidence
happen.
being set forth before the judge. And the judge will make the ultimate ruling that there is probable cause to establish that Mangione is, in fact, the alleged killer of Brian Thompson.
And we are anticipating news out of that hearing soon. Mercedes Colwin, thank you so much for giving us your analysis. CNN's Bryn Gingras has been covering every twist and turn on this case. Bryn, what is happening at this extradition?
I already talked about this, but it is pretty hard to make a convincing case that the average watcher of the news should feel some type of way about a murder in broad daylight after broadcasting the murder, like the systematized murder of children.
For sure. No, you're right.
With so much contextualization and so much justification for the past year and a half.
No, it's absolutely true. It's like there's no
one is going to turn around and be like, oh, wow, all of this violence that we've been trained to be desensitized to all of a sudden was directed at like a singular person that also is responsible for a shit ton of fucking violence that we have experienced in our daily lives.
Like, even if he was one good person, it's not as upsetting as all the fucking kids that have died. Like that's the let alone the fact that a lot of people hate the type of person that would have this kind of job. The way it would.
Yeah, so listen, Boris, we have a reporter inside the courtroom right now. They're not allowed to have any sort of communication. So we don't quite know just yet if that hearing has started. We're still waiting to get an update, but you can see, we know that he is inside of that courthouse, at least from that sort of combative moment there, as you showed the viewers, where it took several sheriff's deputies to calm him down and get him inside of that building. As you said, this is really the first time that we are hearing from him, his own voice. We do know that he does have a defense attorney who's representing him for this extradition hearing. We know that New York asked for this extradition. A warrant for his arrest has been issued. So it's now up to the trial judge to go forward with this, for the judge rather, to go forward with this hearing. And he has the decision to either fight it or to actually move forward, where people from the NYPD will, and Marshal's office.
His family is like, oh, that's the other thing that they're doing. They're doing he claims to act on the behest of anti-capitalist sentiment, yet his family is very rich.
They have jobs.
No. He is from a very wealthy family. They own like nursing homes and stuff too. But like, and his fucking or his cousin is like a Republican state legislator.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
is he also named Mangione?
Yeah. No, literally.
That's awesome.
But they own 2 country clubs. Like, they're super fucking rich.
Damn.
But the point is, one, even a wealthy person like that still gets fucked over by healthcare.
Yeah.
Okay. And 2, who gives a fuck what his family background is? Like, I don't understand. Why are people so stupid where they're like trying to engage in hypocrisy baiting?
Yeah, for a guy who killed a guy.
Yeah,
it's like he did kill a guy.
Yeah,
a hypocrite is not the worst thing he is.
Yeah, but also,
yeah.
Not only are you engaging in hypocrisy baiting, but like you're also ascribing like this false notion onto this guy that he is like some card-carrying socialist.
Yeah.
Like he's not. Like, why are you trying to do this? It doesn't make sense. They're trying to fucking.
I mean, it makes it. You know why they're doing it? Because it's easy.
Yeah, I know, but it's
like,
just like it's so funny to me in particular because like I am the guy that like people will say like, well, buying a house is directly at odds with your values as a socialist. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because people have already made up their minds on it.
Right.
So they're just like, no, this guy's a real socialist. We made it up, and also that's why he did this because he's a real socialist. And also, as a real socialist, like, look at how stupid it is that he comes from a wealthy family, but he's a socialist. Lol. It's like, You guys are so stupid.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Of course, when you expect them to actually engage with what it means to be socialist, or they're going to use it as like the catch-all boogeyman for something they want to say is bad. Like the only person that could conceive of killing a CEO is they want to pretend it's somebody who has like left politics, but everybody should hate CEOs.
Yeah,
that unites us. That unites everyone.
Seemingly, yeah.
We'll bring him here to New York, and we're learning that could happen sometime tonight, could be even sometime tomorrow.
And Bryn, what are we learning about a potential motive?
Yeah, so Boris, there's an intelligence report that is shared among the intelligence community all across the country that came from the NYPD, received by our John Miller, and it really gives some more details about that 3-page document that authorities did find on Mangione, they say, when they made that arrest. And it talks about sort of his hatred with the healthcare industry, and it talks about how he somewhat viewed himself as, committing a symbolic takedown with this alleged act that he is accused of. In it, he basically said the mafioso has gotten too powerful and to continue the abuse of our country for immense profit.
Did he say
and he kind of paints himself, according to this report, as somewhat
discrimination.
Yeah, get the Italian league on. Get the Italian league on call. I don't think he said mafioso.
I didn't see mafioso anywhere.
Yeah. It's weird.
Of a hero saying that evidently I am the first to face it with such brutal honesty. Now, of course, you've heard Governor Shapiro from Pennsylvania come out. You've seen the New York governor come out and say he is no hero. Of course, we should not be celebrating this person, but it certainly is giving a little bit more detail as to a motive possibly of why he is accused of this horrific crime. We also are learning more from friends and family, right? We have been talking to many people, some who have lived with him, some people who knew him in college and high school, who say, they were, close to him over social media or keeping in touch with him, but he sort of fell off the grid this last summer. And one person we spoke to talked about a back injury that he was dealing with, which also might be something that could be connecting the dots to the healthcare industry. But let's hear more from this person who actually lived with him in Hawaii at one point.
Before he moved in, I remember he said he had a back issue and he was hoping to get stronger in Hawaii. When he first came, he went on a surf lesson with other members, and unfortunately, just a basic surf lesson, he was in bed.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh no! Who's a streamer under 50K followers who's had a great 2024? That's fantastic.
Bed for about a week. We had to get a different bed for him that was more firm, and I know it was really traumatic and difficult.
Free Luigi, LCEO.
And do some basic things. It can be really, really difficult.
Wow, he's in my chat from prison. Yeah.
Yeah, again, these are all sort of the things that police are going to be using to connect the dots and try to point to a motive, try to build their case. We know that they've also, of course, scrubbed social media in their efforts in this investigation. As I said, we are now waiting for this extradition hearing to happen, and it's possible that Luigi Mangione may be on his way to New York at the soonest, maybe tonight, Boris.
Bryn Gingras, thank you so much for keeping an eye on that. Brianna?
Experts say the suspected killer of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson planned his attack well, but also made some crucial mistakes. So let's take a look at
now he made mistakes. Now that you got his ass, he made mistakes.
Okay.
Before he's fucking Liam
Classic.
Neeson.
Yeah. No, this is the greatest killer perhaps of all time. And now he's like, he's a fucking idiot. Real. I don't see you killing any CEOs. Huh? How many CEOs have you killed? Fuck you mean? What is this?
Damn, but let's see. Now this is almost like, here's what you should do.
Yeah.
You say are his key.
Yeah, if it were me, I would have fucking done it differently.
I would have disappeared. I would have been in Yucatan before they even knew what the fuck was going
and also
on.
the evidence left behind and what this all says about the gunman's strategy. Before the killing, the suspect cleverly avoided air travel because, of course, had he taken a plane, he would have had to show his ID, reveal his entire face under security cameras. If he had a gun at the time, it probably would have been detected during luggage screening. Instead, the suspect took a Greyhound bus to New York, a bus that originated in Atlanta, though we still have to wait and see where he may have gotten on that bus. The suspect stayed in a hospital.
Not even the most dangerous
this
person on
couldn't even get Luigi Mangione, so we wrote Luigi Mangione. I am here from jail. I'm here watching your stream. I broke out. I made it out of prison. Wow. Thanks, Luigi Mangione.
There's so many more dangerous
in New York
people
using
a
fake New Jersey driver's license and paying cash, again, avoiding a digital trail there. The suspect was careful up until this point, including...
Yeah, once he saw a sexy lady.
Was she sexy? Do we know what she looks like?
Apparently he was like rizzing her up a little bit. Like she asked.
Luigi, you motherfucker.
It's always the downfall, man.
Diligently wearing a mask over his face. This was that rare image of the suspect's unmasked face captured on surveillance video when a hostile employee flirted with him and asked him to lower his face mask. And it was these images, of course, that helped spread his identity.
That marinara in your blood
I do want to say something. Much respect to like hella people that saw this and were like, that fucking looks like my homie.
Yeah.
And didn't say a single damn thing.
For sure.
Like, there are people that saw this dude because he wasn't like a shut-in.
Yeah,
he was like a popular. He was a fucking valedictorian, right? And not a single person was like, "That's the guy." Everybody shut the fuck up.
Well, who knows though? Do we know that, or were they keeping it quiet? Had they released his name?
They didn't release they didn't release a single damn thing. I mean,
so they only
part of it is because he was like missing for 6 months, but I think if your roommate has like, you haven't heard from him in 6 months and you see him on television,
you're like,
you are way more likely to be like, what the fuck? That's him.
Maybe he was a cool guy, man.
You're way more likely to go, that's literally him. That means that this dude was around hundreds of people growing up. And as recently as like fucking 6 months ago, nobody said a peep.
I mean, there's no way I would fucking... I mean, I probably wouldn't turn anyone in that I know in any case. Unless it was like
unless they were like a fucking pedophile or something. Yeah.
But like, there's no way what kind of fucking loser would do that? I mean, he went to Gilman though. Bunch of fucking
but that's what I'm saying. Not a single motherfucker.
He must have had great vibes,
Not a single motherfucker actually gave him up until he sat next to a fucking boomer and consumed a hash brown.
Why'd you eat it in the McDonald's, Luigi?
Yeah, he should have picked it up.
Go eat it outside. That is fucking nuts. Why was he inside?
Yeah, his friends.
I know why. Because he's innocent.
Yeah,
he had nothing to fear.
Thank you.
He's being railroaded.
He didn't do nothing. That's crazy. Yeah.
Across the country and even around the world. Then lastly, the suspect used a ghost gun, which is an untraceable self-assembled firearm.
None of these seem like problems.
Yeah.
Like,
this seems like...
Except for showing his face.
Showing his face, one time. Yeah. Getting too horny.
But to be fair, his eyebrows are so powerful that like it literally doesn't even... What is this? Laura Loomer posted. One of Luigi Mangione's friends just posted, he's not a monster, he said. They have the story all upside down.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, people are going to bat for him.
Yeah, he's not a monster.
Even now, that's awesome.
He's not a monster. I can't put into words how worried I am for you right now. They have the story all upside down. Yeah, okay. First of all...
Maybe Luigi dicked this guy down.
Hanging with friends?
We found mochi ice cream.
You're just looking for mochi ice cream.
Yo, the goat, dude. The man. He's a chill ass dude.
Is that? Was that
ice cream wrapped in...
Oh, mango. Yeah. I know what mochi is, motherfucker.
I don't know if I like mango as a flavor choice, but
yeah, I would have gone
strawberry.
Yeah, strawberry's good. Even a classic vanilla. But still, to each his own.
New footage shows Luigi Mangione, the man accused of killing a healthcare CEO, hanging out with friends during what looks like the COVID era. In the video, they're all wearing masks and seem excited about finding mango mochi ice cream, a chilling glimpse into his life before the shocking crime.
I didn't
What's
find that.
What's so chilling about this?
Yeah, that wasn't chilling. That was a nice little video.
Wait, so the girl actually captioned it. Here, we found it.
What did she say?
Luigi Mangione is probably the most Google keyword today. But before all this, for a while, it was also the only name whose FaceTime calls I would pick up. He was one of my absolute best, closest, most trusted friends. He was also the only person who, at 1 a.m. on a workday in this video, agreed to go to the store with drunk me to look for mochi ice cream.
Damn, dude. That is actually wild for people to go to bat for him today.
The United Healthcare CEO had a gun. We all saw it. It was self-defense. Yeah. Dude, I saw that too.
I saw that, dude.
I saw that. He was
the
literally...
video cuts off. I live in New York. I was there that day.
Yeah.
The video cuts off.
Yeah, it's like really weird. He was brandishing it and saying, I'm going to shoot you, Luigi Mangione.
Luigi, I'm jealous of you. You have abs.
Yeah.
You have thick eyebrows I could never achieve.
Yeah, that's why I won't give you healthcare.
I won't give you healthcare because I'm jealous of you. And now get ready to suck my gun, you fucking dirty Italian.
Yeah.
And then Luigi acted.
He was like, oh, I don't want to do this,
which
please.
It wasn't him, by the way. It was another guy.
Yeah, it was another dude. It wasn't even Luigi. He mistook.
Yeah, he mistook.
The CEO
actually the guy was
thought it was Luigi.
It kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
So it's all a big tragedy of errors here.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Just you know how incompetent these guys are.
It
the
was
police work.
Plus
police
it wasn't
work.
him.
Yeah. I think we did it. We should be his defense.
Someone put us on the line with Thomas. What was his name?
Thomas Dickinson
Thomas
or
Dickey,
something.
Yeah, Tom
Dickey.
Tom Tricky Dickey.
We got this. We got this. He's acquitted instantly.
It wasn't him. It was fucking Yoshi.
Yeah.
Do that. It was Toad. All right, I gotta fucking go.
Okay.
All right, bro.
Thank you.
Of course. Bye, folks.
Kept law enforcement veterans puzzled here. Police saying when Mangione was arrested at that Pennsylvania McDonald's, local officers discovered this ghost gun when they were searching him. And then after the killing, the suspect seemingly left a trail of evidence behind: a discarded Starbucks water bottle, an energy bar wrapper, a burner phone that gave authorities DNA material, and a partial fingerprint to work with. Later, that distinctive backpack resembling the one worn by the gunman was found in Central Park. Authorities hoping DNA samples from all of these items would help identify the suspect. Testing, though, yielded no DNA or fingerprint matches in law enforcement databases. So we're going to see, though, how those pieces of evidence are going to be used by authorities now that the suspect has been arrested. And the suspect's complex path out of New York showing investigators just how much planning went into it here. Remember, immediately after the shooting, police say the suspect ran from the scene, hopped on an e-bike, rode to Central Park, ditched the bike, and hailed a taxi, then went to a bus terminal with interstate buses headed to a variety of destinations. And it was in that taxi cab where a security camera captured clear images of the suspect's eyes. One of the most baffling last aspects to this arrest is the fact that investigators discovered Mangione in possession of numerous fake IDs, including this one here, one that police believe was actually used by the suspect in New York City at that hostel. The question is, why shed so much other evidence, but keep some pieces of potential evidence, including the fake IDs?
Hey, if you like this video, please subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any future videos.